Christmas Eve 2024. I'm standing outside Horsham railway station in Sussex, and I'm going to walk the High Weald Landscape Trail, or the first part of it anyway, first 15 miles. It's a bit early in the morning, but here we go. The High Weald Landscape Trail, it's a mouthful, isn't it? I have to try and get it right. It's a 90-mile walk. It starts at Horsham train station and it finishes at Rye, which is one of Henry VIII's old sink ports. It's a 90-mile walk. Most of it is through East Sussex. It touches a bit into Kent as well. On its way, and it goes through area of outstanding natural beauty, they call it. I'm planning to do it as kind of as and when bits and pieces. So today I'm doing the first 15 miles, walking from Horsham to Cuckfield, and then I guess maybe it's not the best of times to start it. In midwinter, it's not exactly going to be really colourful and bright, but even so, I think there'll be some good bits to see, and it'll be interesting. I'm really looking forward to it because this is my part of the world. This is where I was born and where I grew up in Sussex. So hoping to see some old familiar spots. Morning. I've left the suburbs of Horsham and now stepping out into the countryside. It's funny, that horse just going by, because Horsham, I read up, comes from an Anglo-Saxon name, and horse is the first part of it. And I think they think it's a place where they used to hold horse fairs years and years ago. Horsham's quite well known around these parts. The middle of it's called the Carfax, which I think used to be like a common ground where the locals used to meet. But it's a bit of a upmarket spot these days. Quite smart, full of cafes and stuff. Really, place where people come, have a look around, have coffee. Hiya. That's a bit much, isn't it, eh? Whoa. This is the joy of winter walks, really muddy paths. I'm now walking through St Leonard's forest. Legend has it that there was once a fearsome dragon that lived here, scared the local population, and St Leonard came and slew the dragon and set the people free from its tyranny. I think this stretch down here is called Mick's Mile, and this has a legend too, that this chap called Mick raced the devil for his soul, and he ran so fast that he burnt up all the land and trees as he raced down here, and since then nothing's grown along this bit. Well, I suppose I think grow along it anyway now because it's a track, isn't it? This is my first view. Not that spectacular, but it's the beginning. The thing about Sussex is it's very wooded and forest everywhere, so you're going to walk through a lot of trees. And look, there's even a High Weald Way. On my walk so far, there's been lots of ups and downs, and when you go down into the little valleys, there's always a little stream flowing through them, and around here they call them gills. In Sussex, from even before the Roman times, there was a lot of iron industry. I think it's sandstone, which has got the ore in it. And I suppose relatively it was quite rich. In the Middle Ages it became quite a big industry around in the Sussex Weald. So you'll come across a lot of ponds where they've dammed the stream, the gill, and created a pond. And then from that pond they used to work a wheel, and they use that wheel to operate the wind bellows and sometimes the hammers that they use to hammer out the pig iron. Hence they're called hammer ponds. And all over the Sussex Weald you'll come across these little, well, some of them fairly big, hammer ponds from the iron industry, because they had everything they needed here: water to operate the wheels, iron ore in the ground, and plenty of trees to have the furnaces to smelt it. Is that the word? So yeah, there'll be lots of them come across and cross, and if you're ever driving in the countryside around here, you'll definitely come across one. While I was filming for talk about hammer ponds, stumbled across this pillbox, sort of middle of nowhere. I don't quite know how that fitted into England's defences in the Second World War. These anti-tank obstacles, again from the Second World War. Not sure where they thought the Germans were going to go. I've made it to the village of Sloam. I think that's how you say it, Sloam. It's only a small little place, not a massive amount to it really. So this is really typical of Sussex house construction. You got the ground floor, so that's brickwork, and then the first floor is tiled, and then you have red tiles on the roof. Sometimes they have Horsham slate roofs, if they're fairly near. Well, that one was quite quaint, didn't it? Guess it's a couple of cottages. See, that one's partly stone and then tile on the roof. And this is Sloam Church. I think this is cool. They've completely turned around the church setup. So there's the apse, is it called? Aisle? I don't know. But they've sort of turned all the seating round from there and have it here. Yeah, I think it's much more cosy and welcoming. Probably workable. They've got a lot of chairs. They must have a pretty big congregation. I don't know what they do with that bit. So, this is St Mary's, Sloam. Filming's getting a little bit tricky. It's turned really wet and windy now on these woods, so it's a bit sheltered. But yeah, when you're out in the fields it's a bit rough. They said it was going to get really bad, but I wasn't expecting it till about 3-4 o'clock. It seems to decide to come early. Never mind, I don't mind. Like I say, it just limits how much videoing I can do. Well, the rain stopped. That's good, isn't it? It stays that way. Wonderful, and it's nice and sheltered along here. So I'm now walking down this little country lane, which seems quite peaceful. Makes a nice break because it's been pretty muddy, which I guess you expect really this time of year, don't you? Walking away from Warning Lid and making my way down towards Bony. I'm kind of half thinking if I get to Bony, might see if there's somewhere for a drink and a bite to eat. I know there's the Bony stage, or there was, but I think that's a bit posh. I'm not sure. There's only one way to find out though, isn't there? Not really been much in the way of views, partly because of the weather, and partly because there are so many trees. There's not really been a point that's been high enough to look out over the Weald. But never mind, we've still got plenty of walk left. I'm walking through Wykehurst Park now, which, looking at that, I guess means it must be a private park. I think it's quite a big bit of land, but yeah, they definitely want you to know that it's private. This is something else you get quite a lot of in Sussex. These old footpaths, some of them used by drovers I guess, but because they've been used for years and years, they've been worn down, and you get dells like this, which are really beautiful. Made it to Bony. Just coming into the place now. Just kind of hoping there might be somewhere get some food or a drink, but it's not looking very hopeful, to be honest. Nice place, but yeah, not sure where the pub is. There was a community cafe in Bony, Open Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. I thought it was Wednesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Ah, disappointment. So there you go. Anyway, I brought a chocolate flapjack with me. So I just sat in the bus shelter and ate that and drank a bit of water and the rest for 20 minutes. I'm back on the road again now. Walking out Bony, across the A23, which maybe you can hear in the background. I don't think it's going to be too far to get to Cuckfield. I should be there by 3 o'clock. Going under the A23. Look at this tree. It is absolutely massive. Huge. I'm going to fall over. Welcome to the Cuckfield estate. Again, it's another. I don't know anything much about it really. Nice driveway though. But it's beautiful in the autumn and the spring. Walking through some of these woods, they just feel really old, like they've been here for such a long time. There's not a lot of big trees around. Some of that's because of the storm of '87. There's a lot of the really big ones got blown down, so these all, I suppose, well, I don't know. I mean, look at that, all the moss on it. Ancient woodland. Even if they're not trees, they're sons of sons of sons. They've been here a very long time. That was really beautiful old wood. I walked along by the side of the stream. Loved it, but man, it was hard work. It was so muddy. Oh man. And yeah, I need to be in Cuckfield for about 3 o'clock. My sister-in-law is picking me up, so I don't want to be late or too late, so pressure's on. Be alright, you're just taking it easy. Whatever, but the last bit, yeah. Take these things on. I've made it. I've made it to Cuckfield. And I am knackered. That last bit was alright. Yomp. One thing I've discovered about Sussex is there aren't any mountains, but there ain't no level bits either. Man, and it has been so muddy. It just makes it really hard work. There you go. So, this is the last video of 2024. Next one will be 2025. I'd like to wish you all a Happy New Year. And if you watch it in the New Year, I hope it's a good one for you. Hope you manage to get out there, get some walks in, enjoy our wonderful countryside, and take in lots of fresh air. Yeah, don't know what the next video will be, but I can always say that, don't I? But thanks for watching anyway. Thanks for those when you put likes up. It's encouraging. And see you again, I hope. So yeah, take care, and someone we will carry on with the next stage.